Welcome, boys and girls, and children of all ages. Welcome to Skillz Live. It is so good to see each and every one of you today. Looks like we got quite a few people in here already, so let me dole out some high fives and some thumbs up. So first off, Jenny O'Brien is the numero uno on the listo, so I've got to give a thank you for stopping by. Thumbs up and a high five. Great to see you. Mr. Fulton Merez, much love, my friend. Sorry to hear you lost your voice, but I am very glad you stopped by today. I am very sorry about this window. You know what? In fact, let me see if I can close this up a bit. Stop some of this glare. There we go. See, that looks a little better. Yeah, it's still sort of, maybe if I come over here, I don't know. Anyway, it is good to see you. Dive with R5, great to see you. Can't miss this. Thank you so much for not missing it. I appreciate you being here. Thumbs up and a high five. And also, guys, don't forget, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, me and R5 Adventures are going to have our collective, awesome, weekly good time collaboration. So make sure you check that out. Lewis Fuller, thumbs up and a high five. Great to see you. Thumbs up and a high five. Gemma's Journey Grace, big old hug for you. Bear hug. Oh, yeah. My sister from another mister, thumbs up and a high five. Tales of the Solstice saying, hey, Gills, chatters, and lurkers. Well, hey, right back to you, Tales of the Solstice. Much love to you, and I'm very happy to see you today. Thumbs up and a high five. There you go. Kel Williamson. Kel Williamson's in the house, guys. Thumbs up and a high five. Great to see you, Kel Williamson. I'm almost at the bottom, so I appreciate you guys bearing with me here. Let's keep it on going here. Scrapping Together is up in his house. Welcome, my friend. Thumbs up and a high five. Hopefully life's treating you well. Angela Critters. Angela Critters is in the house, guys. Love Angela Critters. Thumbs up and a high five. Great to see you. All right. This is awesome. You guys are amazing. All right. Looks like I'm at the very bottom of the chat. Can you guys hear the music? Can you hear any music? Because I can't hear any music. It went like... There we go. Hopefully you guys can hear the music. Hopefully you can hear me okay. The audio and the video and all that stuff is looking good. I had to totally reconstruct my starting soon scene. It took me like an hour and a half to do on Stream Elements this morning. In fact, that's why I was planning on streaming at like 10 o'clock this morning, but I'm like, you know what? I want to start the stream off right. I'm going to use OBS, and I want my starting soon screen. Darn it! But yes. Anyway, you know, I thought of something extraordinary. You know, when I was watching that introduction video that I made about a year ago, you know, the one with, you know, why it's great to be a YouTuber, and you see all those great YouTube creators on that video. I made that about a year ago, and it's extraordinary to think how much those channels have grown over the last year. You know, like Freeze Better 86 and Pusha Studios and you know, Eileen and a few others. If you look at their channels now, they're right up there. I mean, they've done a tremendous job in the last year. So, you know, a short round of applause for them. You know, if you want to throw a few emojis in the chat for those that were in that introductory video. And there will be a new introductory video, and R5 has been chomping at the bit for this for quite some time. But I just simply haven't had the time, or I've been simply, quite frankly, lazy with everything going on. You know, both personally, professionally, and mentally and physically and all that fun stuff. Anyway, no more excuses. Southern Dixie Life, Team August, welcome, my friend. Thumbs up and an all the way back high five for you. Great to see you. Great to have you. But yes, it's extraordinary. You know, YouTube is weird in a sense that it's kind of like dog years. You know, you get into YouTube and a year feels like a decade, you know, in YouTube terms. I mean, you're hustling, bustling in it, you know, and you're doing all this work for, you know, your channel, and you're getting it up, and you're doing all sorts of wonderful things, and you're seeing it grow. A year just feels like 10 years. Now, wouldn't you agree with me on that? It just does. It just totally does. So that's awesome. Angela, Kelly, throwing out some emojis. congratulating, those that were in the video for their tremendous growth. And I mean, everybody has truly grown, not just people in that video, but everybody has truly grown. And it's awesome. You ought to look at that. If there was a way to go back a year and take a look at what your channel looked like at that time, if you've had a channel for that long, but if you have, go back a year, like rewind yourself a year and see what your channel looked like then and what it looks like now. And you ought to give yourself a pat on the back. I mean, if you put a lot of effort into your channel, you probably have seen significant growth, right? Agreed, but I'm not getting it. We'll talk more about that tonight when our Speaking of which, guys, I wanted to share something with you. I know that in one of my recent videos, and I think it was, or my live streams with R5, we had talked about doing a challenge. And me and R5 are going to do the MOB challenge, and it's going to be pretty darn soon, because I just got these puppies in the mail today, or yesterday. So, yeah. So I'll be sending R5 Adventures her MOB bar. And hopefully next weekend during our collab Saturday night, we will be eating them on our prospective live streams. And let me tell you something, this thing is no freaking joke. Let's see if the camera can focus here a little bit, but it's a ½ pound chocolate bar. Let me read it real quick. It's a ½ pound chocolate bar, dark chocolate infused with Carolina Reapers and caramel filling with ground scorpion peppers. And they're so kind as to give us this little gauge here, to tell us what the heat index would be on this puppy. And it's like right down at the bottom. And even the cursor's on fire, so that really kind of concerns me a little bit. There's like a little chili there with on fire. So yeah, and this is supposed to be a challenge in the sense you're supposed to eat as quickly as possible. So ½ pound of chocolate with a whole lot of spicy stuff in it. Eat it as fast as you can, and then there's like an afterburn period. You don't want to miss next week's live streams. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. You just don't want to miss next week's live streams. I have a lot of kudos and respect for who is it there? Willie Wheat's Chocolates for putting up a Veterans Crisis Line number and text on the back of every one of their chocolate bars. So I've got a huge amount of respect for that. So I just thought I'd point that out as well. All right, anywho, let's go back to the chat here real quick. Share on the community pit tab. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gemma. I appreciate it. Anybody, if you feel like sharing it out, feel free to do so. I'll probably be on for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on how well the conversations go and how everything's going here. But I feel like I haven't live streamed in ages, and I've missed you guys. I really have missed you guys. Right, everything's still at 100%. The music's still going. I gotta find different music. I gotta get subscribed to Episound. There's so much stuff that I want to do for YouTube, and I've got to gather the ambition to do it. So there. All right, shared bro, awesome. Thank you so much. I should do a flashback of my then and now of streams. Yes, yes, I'm serious. This is homework that we should all do. Not just me, or those that were in that video. Everybody, reflect on your channel. You get so frustrated. You're frustrated because your channel's not growing and this, that, and the other thing, and you may be in that current state now, maybe driving you to depression. Take a look at what your channel looked like a year ago. Look at it what it is now. And believe it or not, in most cases, it's going to offer you some some encouragement. You may look, oh man, there's growth there. Yeah, I don't have millions of subscribers that I wanted, but hey, there is growth there, darn it, and I am happy about that. Right? Right. All right, Angela says, I'm the opposite for some reason. My first year on YouTube seemed to fly by. Yep, I guess that can happen, but for me it's just been the opposite because I've been trying to grind, and lately I haven't grinded as much because of personal reasons, but yeah, Yeah, it seems the more invested you are and the more involved you are, the slower time goes. Let's see. I just started a little, just a few shout, and my daughter's awareness is all I'm doing on channel right now. That's cool. That's cool. You know, Southern Dixie Life, that's a cause, and that's a great cause. You know what I mean? So absolutely run with that, stick with that, and I hope it works really well for you. Tales of the Solstice says caramel pepper bar will be interesting to see. Absolutely. Now I watched the LA Beast do this, and I've watched Everything Spicy do this chocolate bar, and yeah, it's not a cakewalk. It's not. This is like a couple of steps lower than the world's hottest chocolate. And for those of you that watched the video of me eating the world's hottest chocolate bar, I only ate 1 out of the 10 bars or 12 bars, like cubes of it. So it ought to be interesting to see if I can eat this whole thing, and I'm planning on eating the whole thing. That candy sure does give a new meaning to death by chocolate. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely got some anxiety over it because I swore up and down and sideways, didn't I, R5, that I would not eat anything spicy anymore and I would not do any more spicy challenges, but here I am again doing a spicy challenge. I do it because R5 made it to a milestone, and both of my channels made it to a milestone on the same day, which is absolutely incredible. It was a couple of weeks ago. Skillz Live made it to 1,000 subscribers, and my original channels, Skillz, made it to 5,000, so it's worth it. It is, in my opinion, it's worth it, for sure. So, let's see, that's cool, it's true, I've missed you. Yes, absolutely. You should be proud of how far your channel's come, Gemma. You've put a tremendous amount of effort into your channel. A lot of people do, and they don't give themselves enough credit for the amount of work they've done and the amount of improvements and accomplishments that they've had on YouTube. So I just want to bring that to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to get lost in the numbers and in the analytics and this and that and the other thing. And sometimes you just got to go with the flow. Work with your content. Do what you love. Be passionate about your content. Upload the stuff and let the numbers work themselves out. Terraformer has been getting him a case about my confidence issues, making it difficult for me to get my writing going. Well, if he's getting on your case to the point where you're having a hard time with your writing, then we might have to have a three-way conversation. Terraformer, come on now. But no, in all seriousness, sometimes you get in a creative slump. But in that case, it's fun to kind of reach out and take a look at some other people's perspectives on how other people do things. I'm not saying copy their ideas, but sometimes watching someone do something, it will inspire you. You know what I mean? Sometimes the weirdest things will inspire people, and you guys know that that's the truth. So R5 says, can't blame me, but this all started for me because I said, why suffer alone? Exactly. Yeah, those famous, or rather infamous words did come from you, Crystal, and I will forever love you for that. Hanging with Mr. J. Hello and welcome, my friend. Thumbs up and an all the way back high five for you. Psh, great to see you. Glad you're here. And guys, this chat right here, as you can see, this chat right here is what I like to consider a think tank. You know, we have YouTube creators here of varying degrees of experience. We've gone through pitfalls, we've gone through accomplishments and achievements on YouTube, and if there's anyone in here that has a specific pain point or something that they've been having a hard time with on YouTube, definitely feel free to speak up. And if it's something that I can't personally help with, chances are someone in the chat is going to point you in the right direction and try to help you out as best as possible. And that's what this chat really is all about. Gilly helped my channel get to that first little foot in the door. Now I'm still creeping up slowly. That little 1K. Rock on, man. You're going to get there. It's just a simple matter of time. Everybody works at their own pace according to their own life. You know, people have to realize that too. You can't sit there and compare yourself to PewDiePie, because you'll get burnt out so quick. You'll slip yourself into a coma and you'll disappear from YouTube altogether. It's just not going to happen, you know? So you got to work at your own pace. Don't let your passion disappear, or don't let YouTube turn into a burden or feel like work. You know what I'm saying? If it starts to feel like that, you're doing something wrong, or you're doing too much, or you're too invested. You need to take a step back, relax, regroup, and try to figure some new things out to keep that fun and that excitement and that passion going. I hope that makes sense. I really do hope that makes sense for you, because that's the way I look at it in my head. And I know that my head, yeah, somebody's got a comment somewhere, and I can't wait to see it in the chat. Scrap and Pallet Man, hello, my friend. Thumbs up and a giant high five for you. Scrap and Pallet Man, you're going to want to check out mine and R5 Adventures collaboration next week, because we are each going to be eating the mother of all chocolate bars. We're going to be doing that in celebration of milestones of our channels, and I've got two of them. I got one for me, I got one for Crystal. I'll be sending it to her. So be sure to be watching that. Scrapping saw so much of you today, but never get too much. Computer Chick Productions, hello. Great to see you. Thumbs up and a high five. Or be like the BOYT for years like me. Be original YouTube? Is that like original gangster thing we talked about before, Computer Chick? Like be original or be, I don't know. You'll have to clarify that. But again, everybody works at their own pace. Some people don't even care. You know, some people don't necessarily even care about the numbers. They're just here to, you know, gain friends or just hang out with people that are very like-minded, you know. Purple Tube, hello, much love to you. Thumbs up and a high five. And psh, oh my gosh, that reviewer guy is here. That reviewer guy, hello. Thumbs up and a high five. Psh. I love the avatar too. I love the avatar with the glasses. That is super cool. Super cool. Excuse me. Bottom of YouTube under 1K. Now I'll tell you something. Computer Chick Productions, we talked about this before, and I'm going to say it again. Just because you have under 1,000 subscribers, and even if you've been that way for a little while, doesn't really necessarily... It doesn't mean you lack intelligence, or you lack product, or you lacked good content. It's not like that, and you know that too. I'm kind of preaching to the choir for you guys, but there are so many YouTubers on this platform that start out and they get discouraged and leave because they can't get a foothold. They can't get that recognition. They can't get that, you know, YouTube to be like, okay, share me out, you know, share me out to like-minded people. Or they don't learn the tips and tricks in time and they disappear. People that truly have talent and, if you'll forgive the pun, skills. So that's another mission statement of this channel, really, is to try to prevent that, if at all possible. You know, to kind of save people from themselves, in a sense, by not giving up. Don't give up. Never give up on your dreams and your passions and what you want to do, because your level of greatness may not come in the time that you want it to, but it could come. If you keep at it, it could come. You fail 100% of the time if you don't try, right? Right. All right. So guys, probably in the next 10 or 15 minutes, I'm gonna we're having a pretty good discussion here, but in the next 10 or 15 minutes, I'll probably start looking at some channels. And if you guys want to stick around and you want to do that, you're certainly more than welcome to do so. Let's see, you had like all men have a mind of your head, like all men have a mind of his own. Well, we all have a mind of our own, don't we, R5? You know, we we can twist and contort that statement, but in the end, we all have some pretty interesting mindsets, do we not? And that's what makes it interesting. That's what makes it diverse, you know? Keeps people from going insane, you know, listening to other people's perspectives, and you're like, oh yeah, all right, I kind of like the way you think, man. It's kind of crazy, but my kind of crazy. I like it. Tales of the Solstice says, mostly I worry about people not liking my stories, and it does kind of put tar in the gears. Terra Firma gets all stop worrying about it and get your butt to writing. Well, I mean, terra firma is not necessarily wrong. And at the same time, you know, all right, so imagine this, all right? I'm going to put a scenario in your head, and it does relate to it. It comes back around, I promise. You know, when people start on YouTube, you know, one of the first fears of being on YouTube, and this is even if you show your faces, but it's to get in front of the camera, right? You know, some people have a hard time overcoming that. It's like, oh man, I'm in front of the camera, I'm nervous, and it affects your behavior, right? It's a kind of phobia, but you do get over it eventually. That camera is your friend. It's an inanimate object. Yes, people are going to see you, but that camera is an inanimate object, is there to help you succeed. So eventually, after enough times, you start feeling comfortable and you will get into the swing of it, right? It's the same way with your creativity. After a while, when you get on YouTube long enough, you start realizing that there's always going to be someone out there that may not like what you do. You have to accept the fact that not everyone is going to like what you do, but there are going to be a lot of people out there that truly do. So get out there, start writing, start doing what you do, you know? And the beautiful part of it is if you're not getting much of a reception or you're not happy with what you're doing, the learning curve never ends. The opportunity for improvement never ends. The opportunity to change things never ends. That's the great part about YouTube. That's a great part of all our lives. That works in all scenarios in life, not just YouTube, right? All right, so Mr. Fulton Mara says, I'm almost at my monetization for my watch hours today. Fantastic, man. And for those of you that don't know Mr. Fulton Mara, he's a cool guy. He just recently auditioned for American Idol, and I believe that video is on his channel as well. If you want to check it out, please feel free to head on over there and do so. Computer Chick says, I'm having people look at my channel above 1K, now stealing ideas or copying what I have. I mean, there are people out there that will do that too. They'll take a cookie cutter approach, but really what it's all about is being inspired by what other people are doing and trying to mold it and make it your own, you know. The viewer guy says, exactly, I've been that way for a while, but didn't want to give up. Now I have what I call at least a small community. There it is. See, that in itself is an accomplishment and an achievement. You've developed a group of friends, and you've gathered a group of friends of like-minded individuals that like a similar niche. That's the start. Now you guys can all start collabing together and start thinking as a think tank together to create new and exciting ways to grow all of your channels. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here. You know, that's something you could build off of, man. That's awesome. Let's see. I am here, just support those I like. Yes, I do have a few videos and followers, but I didn't really watch such a following. And that's okay too. You know, you have the freedom to choose who you like, who you don't like, who you subscribe to, who you don't subscribe to. That's the wonderful thing about this platform as well. That like button, that subscribe button is there for you to click or not click. Well, it's one thing to copy someone's idea and another thing if they're putting their own spin on your ideas. Computer Chick Productions, depends on which one they're doing. I agree. Because again, inspiration can come from something someone else is doing. You're like, oh, I could do it that way, but there's a different way I can approach it and put my own spin on it. And because if you think about it, I mean, come on, guys, the human race has been around for a long while. I mean, we are copying each other like nobody's business. I mean, there's the deliberate, like if I were to look at one of you Computer Chick Productions videos and go, oh, I'm going to copy that verbatim and I'm going to deliberately try to tick her off, and I'm going to do that because I see she's becoming successful. That's wrong. That's insanely stupidly wrong. Absolutely. But if something Computer Chick is doing, like, for example, if Computer Chick Productions is creating a video and someone is inspired by her level of energy, like if she's in that chat and she is just like, guys, this is awesome, we're gonna do this and I'm doing that and check this out and this is awesome. Someone could be inspired by just a simple behavior. And they can start emulating that behavior or be like, oh, I didn't realize I could do it that way. That's awesome. Just those little minor things, you know, can trigger success on your channel and inspire you. I got to catch up on the chat here. The reviewer guy, that reviewer guy says, I also recommend going out and meeting other channels your size by either collabing or just stopping by their streams. Absolutely. One of the best things you can do is reach out and look for like-minded individuals and get into a community of people like that. Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. People may come into the YouTube world and think that other channels are competition. They're not competition. You're not going to gain many friends thinking that channels are competition. Yeah, sure, you want to get more subscribers and more views than them in a very friendly, competitive nature, but they're not competition. They are your friends, they are collaborators, they are people that can help your channel succeed. That's the way to truly look at other YouTube creators. YouTube creators can help you grow. No one YouTube creator is an island. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. No one YouTube creator is an island. You're going to reach out for help at some point using some resource, and it might as well be a YouTube creator as well. Gaffa Haynes, hello. Much love to you. Thumbs up and a high five. Psh, great to see you. Hope life's treating you well today. Yes, a camera is like any other tool. It is there to help you. So true. I'm blessed for everybody who supports me. Gemma, we all are. We certainly all are. And I will tell you this, guys. If you've not checked out Gemma's Journey Grace's channel, she is a fantastic person. She champions... she has autism. She has high-functioning autism. And she champions it by showing the world that it doesn't control her. She controls it. And she inspires other people that have autism and even other people that don't have autism with her words, with her advice, and what she talks about. She's got some very engaging and informative content on her channel. Please feel free to check it out. Will be, hello, my friend. Much love. Thumbs up and a high five. And looks like Eric Garcia snuck in like a ninja. Thumbs up and a high five. As well as Rat Trap Fishing. Hello. Thumbs up and a high five. I'm getting my exercise today. I probably should start using my left hand as well. That's what she said. So, let's keep it on going here. Goff Haynes says, folks, I am an audience, participant, and sometimes creator. I do all on a whim. I don't stress about negatives too much. Goff Haynes is one to learn about, you know, trying to overcome on the negatives, that is for sure. So you should pick his brain. If you need any help overcoming negatives or, you know, trying to work on overcoming like negative suggestions and comments and things like that you get from viewers. On YouTube, thousands do the same niche, so videos can look like copying when it's either a trend or a part of a niche. That is so true. Collab work and ongoing friendships that form into a team that helps each other is great. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Sorry, I'm rewinding a bit, guys, just to try to make sure that I don't necessarily miss anybody. And if I miss one of your comments, guys, don't fret. If it's really important and you want me to see it, just simply repeat it, and I will see it then. I promise. No jealousy, just grab those damn coattails, right? Skills Live. Exactly. You know, you can also look at YouTube creators as mentors. You know, I've had some great mentors getting me to where I am, and by no stretch of the imagination am I a perfect YouTuber, nor am I overly wildly successful. But nonetheless, I've had some great YouTube mentors. You know, I've had Moose Scrapper, I've had Scrap and Pallet Man, I've had even R5 Adventures, Crystal from R5 Adventures. I've learned from just about everybody, but I've had some great people tell me what they feel YouTube is all about and how to succeed in it. Let's see. Send11000 says, only time you should compete on YouTube is if it's a collab style competition with those who agree to such challenges. Other than that, Gil's right, it's not a competition. Send11000 is exactly right. I mean, me and R5 Adventures and Everything Spicy, and I've done this many times. I've had competitions like eating competitions, Twinkie eating competitions. We've had spicy eating competitions. I mean, this is going to be going on next week. But this is a collab designed to bring both of our viewing audiences together as one, intermix, get to know each other, and meet new and exciting people. For her viewing audience to check out my content and be like, oh, well, this is actually quite cool, and make their decision as to whether or not they'd like to join my channel as well. You know, that's what collabing's all about. You want both channels to succeed. It should be a win-win-win. It should be a win for each channel that is collabing with each other and a win for the viewer, right? That's the way I look at it anyway. Train Spotting fan, hello, thumbs up and a huge high five. Here it comes. Psh, there we go. My skills, my brother. How's it going, my friend? It's 3:15 a.m. here. Oh my gosh, what are you doing still up? And I am not sure if it's the same day for you, but if it is, then happy Father's Day to you, my friend. I think Father's Day was earlier on in the year for the U.S. I'm not really sure. Where are you, Train Spotting fan? But happy Father's Day right back to you if you're celebrating Father's Day. That's awesome. Terra Firma says, picking brains. The last time I did that, I got in trouble for grave robbing. Oh my lord. Let's just hope you're kidding with that one, and I'm pretty sure you are. Oh my lord. Angela Critters is still in the house. Thank you guys all for being here, by the way. You know, I know that I just said it was a coffee stream, but I also did want to... I want to let you know how much I appreciate you guys too. It's not just an appreciation stream for me to you, but it's an appreciation stream all the way around for everyone. You know, I appreciate you guys being a part of my YouTube experience altogether. The upside down country. What? Oh, you're down under? Is that what that meant? Sweet. But no, happy Father's Day right back to you. If you're celebrating Father's Day, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Gemma says, thank you for your words about me, really made me smile. I meant every word, you know, and I'm not sure if you're talking about somebody else in the chat, but what I said to you, I meant every word. Terra Firma says, I've been doing some collabs, but haven't had any luck other than with Tales of the Solstice. Well, Terra Firma, reach out to me, man. Reach out to me. Come on, you know I'm a huge advocate of you. What do you want to do? Reach out to me via email. Seriously, I would love to collaborate with you, man. Let's see, Samantha Lee's Originals is in the house. Wonderful to see you, my friend. A thumbs up and all the way back. High five for you. Psh, great to see you. Gavane says, humans like to be challenged and to co-compete. Attitude is important. A negative attitude to this delivers a negative experience. A positive attitude, ditto. Joking helps with merriment. Absolutely. Humor definitely helps just about any situation, does it not? Endless Vlogs, hello! A double thumbs up and a high five for you. Psh, great to see you. You know, I was saying, for those of you that are just in here just now that haven't heard me say this earlier, I'm going to say it again. I played my YouTube intro, okay? I played the YouTube intro of why be a YouTube creator every single time I go live, or at least when I'm using OBS. And I've done so, and I made that video over a year ago. And to look at some of the channels that are in there, well, you know what? Let me just play it again. I'll play it again and look at some of the channels in there and look at their channel numbers and then turn around and look at them today. There's been tremendous growth. There's been many milestones and achievements that have been made. It's just absolutely amazing how much a YouTube channel can grow. Even if you don't feel your channel's grown, it's definitely grown. So I'll play this again. You guys can check it out and be your own judge. Here we go. mean, you know, Pusha Studios is a great example. I mean, they had like, what, 5,500, 5,700 subscribers at the time that I actually put together that video, and they've got like, what, 13, 14,000 now? I mean, that's tremendous growth. Eileen Bailey the Fam, what was the other one there? There was a few others that actually you saw numbers in there, and you can compare the then to the now and see pretty significant growth. Thank you, Samantha. I've desperately got to update it. I've got so many people that I want to add to the new intro, and I've just got to get it done. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the 4 videos and get them finally out and scheduled over the course of the next month. And then I'm just going to work on the intro, and I'm not going to put anything out until it's done. I got to get it done. Got to get an updated version out there for you guys, that's for sure. Because everybody in that video at the time, and even now to some respects, I believe in. You know, I believe in. At the time, I thought they were great. I thought they had the heart and they had the passion, and they were on YouTube for the right reasons. Jelly Duck 100, great to see you. Thumbs up and a high five. Psh, there you go. Great to see you. Great to have you. Just catching up on the chat here real quick. Yeah, Terra Firmus, in all seriousness, do not forget, I would love to collaborate with you. So let's get together somehow, some way. Email me with the best way to reach out to you. Here, I'll put my email right in here, right in the chat for you. There. All right. Email me, and we'll come up with a way to talk and communicate with each other, and we'll figure something out, man. I think that'd be totally awesome. Because you know, in all honesty, Terra Firma, I've always been an advocate of your channel. I love what you do, and I think you got heart and spirit, and there's great potential there. And I know you feel like you've been in a funk for a real long time. So if we can talk this way too, we can talk about that too, and maybe find ways to inspire you and figure some stuff out. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, we are going live tonight, Endless Vlogs, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be on the lookout. She usually likes me to go first for some reason. I don't know why, but I don't know. We'll figure that out too. But either myself or she will go first, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I always ask her, I'm like, who do you want to go first? You. Okay. I got lucky with this diving channel. I linked up with a very well-known diver, and we collab now that helped me get known majorly. Absolutely. See, it's as something as that. I mean, and that channel inspired you, right? That channel inspired you to start down that niche and try it for yourself. And you have a very successful channel because of it, R5. You really do. I love that. Ralph Morks, great to see you, my friend. Oh. Yeah, definitely an updated version is due. That is for sure. Oh, she's going to start tonight, ladies and gentlemen. She even called me a goober. But yes, good, excellent. R5 Adventures will start tonight. Will it be on the Diving with R5 channel, or are you going to do that on your R5 Adventures channel? Let's let everybody know now. And it would be nice for me to know as well. So there. Sounds like you're in my head. Ian Matthews, it's good to see you, my friend. Oh, yeah. Thumbs up. High five. Here it comes, buddy. Ian Matthews in a shed. He's a fellow scrapper. And man, oh man, can he repurpose things like nobody's business. If you've not checked out Ian Matthews' channel, you really need to. So we'll just say that. Okay. All right, guys, I promised that I would actually look at a few channels, so I might as well start doing that. Let's go ahead. I'm going to look up a few channels here real quick. Give me just a brief moment. There we go. Okay, almost there. Oh my goodness. All right, so here we are. I think the first channel is going to be, let Well, I guess we're gonna have to do it over here until I change that. The first channel is going to be Ian Matthews. Ian Matthews has got a great channel, guys. If you've not checked it out, please feel free to do so. Ian Matthews is approaching the 5-digit club, guys. He is almost there at the 5-digit club. He is a fellow scrapper, awesome guy. Let's check out that about section real quick. Started off as knowing a few friends. What I was up to in me shed, making, mending, or scrapping. If you want to watch, then welcome to me shed. All right, I threw in the Mr. Krabs laugh. But hey, so Ian Matthews, what I'd ask you to do, this is great, but what I'd ask you to do, especially since you are a channel that's about to hit 10,000 subscribers, maybe dig a little deeper and go into a little more depth as far as what your channel's about, what exactly that you like to make or mend or scrap, the type of scrapping you do. You know, there's multiple types of scrapping. If you like to melt things, that kind of thing. Don't go too crazy. You don't need to data dump on anybody necessarily, but I'm willing to bet there are going to be people out there that are going to want to know more about you before they invest in your channel, before they buy into you personally. So the About section is there to help. So yeah, just a little bit more detail. Dig into the layers of the onion or the ogre, because we all know ogres have layers as well. We found out that in Shrek the movie, right? So yeah. But nonetheless, Ian Matthews has tons of videos, tons of content. Look at this, guys. Look at that. He made that. He made that out of, I believe it was a propane tank. And it's a fireplace now. That is super, super cool. I mean, who wouldn't want to, you know, be a part of that level of creativity? Nice. So anyway, Ian Matthews, ladies and gentlemen, great channel, great person. Of course, I'm always partial to the scrappers anyway, but yeah, there we go. Gaffa Haynes says, great, disagree with Bob. Ian, most people don't read the About section until after they watch a couple of vids. Well, yeah, that is true, but what's it going to hurt to improve upon that About section? If for nothing else, to improve searchability, key search terms, things of that nature. It never hurts to dig a little deeper and describe yourself a little bit more fully. It's one of the pieces of the puzzle. May not necessarily be a corner piece, but it is one of the pieces of the puzzle nonetheless. Yes, absolutely. Home pages are very important to sell your channel. I'm not gonna disagree with you there. There are tons of different things that could be held above the priority list to a detailed About section, but an About section's nothing to just scoff at either, or just put very vague information into. You know what I mean? It would definitely serve you well to be more detailed as far as what you intend to do with your channel. Consider it like a mission statement of your channel. Story Adori, hello, much love to you. Thumbs up and a high five. And Amy Moore is in the house. Thumbs up and a high five. Great to have you. Great to see you. Yeah. Oh my lord, guys! All hail the champion. The Tournament of Skillz Champion is in the house. Big Boones decided to stop by and say hello. Thumbs up and an all the way back high five. Great to see you. How are you, my friend? All right. Yes, but knowing Ian Matthews, it adds to his complexity. I would expect nothing less or more from him in the About section, Bob. Well, like I said, Gaffa, it's just advice. You know, it's one of those things where you can take it or not take it, depending on how you want your channel to proceed. Because after all, it is your channel. Your YouTube channels are your YouTube channels. Need to go to work on my About page. It is very boring. I've got to work on my About page too. I'll be perfectly honest with you. You know, if you want to see a critique, I'll critique my own channel. Go ahead. We'll go to Gill Skills Live. Hey, this guy's live right now. You should check him out. All right, let's go to my about section real quick. Okay, so there's a problem right out of the gate that I see right here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with what I'm saying per se, but all of these spaces are causing a little bit of an issue. Like, you want to put the most important things that pertain to describing your channel up at the very top, because YouTube uses the first 200 characters or so for key searchability, key search terms, and things of that nature. So by putting this space here at the very top, all of those empty spaces count as characters too. So I need to work on that. I need to clump that all up and kind of rearrange all of this good stuff and prioritize it a little better. That's for sure. And now that I'm looking at it myself, there's a couple of new things I might want to potentially add to it as well. Anywho. Oops. Let's go back here. Skillz Live, never heard of him. Neither have I. I don't know who that guy is. Sounds kind of boring. Does help rank in search. If you had welding or stove building, his views would double. Yeah, key search terms do help. You know, like I said, these are all pieces to the puzzle of YouTube, you know, and it's an opportunity. You don't have to take it. Everybody works at their own pace, and it is what it is. But if you truly want to grow your channel, if you're all about gaining those subscribers, gaining those numbers, gaining that watch time retention, those little things like that do help. Oh, Tara. I mean, the algorithm only reads the first part of the about, not the whole thing. True. Well, it's like anything else. It's like, you know, when you search something on Google, you know, if you drone on about the search, you know, if you put too many search terms in there, you're going to end up confusing the algorithm on Google, and they're going to give you something really wonky and weird. You know, YouTube's kind of similar. Angela Critters. Gil who? Terra Firma is the one who edited my About Skillz Live. He sent me to Discord one day, and I pasted it in. It's been that way ever since. Sweet. Yep, Big Boone says, I think I guarantee it will help with tags, or it helps with tags. Think of triple. Trainspotting says, my dad rang me the other day and I said, what's up? He said he's got a problem. I told, yup, that's what happens when you get married. Oh my lord. Alright, I gotta get somebody else up here. Real quick, so let's go ahead and change it up. I'm not trying to self-promote here. I just brought my About section up because I just wanted you guys to know that I'm not perfect, you know. I'm not trying to tout advice or get up on some sort of soapbox because I feel like I'm perfect. I just want to share my experiences so far that I've had with YouTube, what I feel works, what doesn't work, that kind of thing. But it's up to you guys. If you guys can take that advice and determine whether or not you feel it's going to be successful for your channel or not. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it. You don't have to take every single person's advice, because if you did that, you'd have a hodgepodge, and, well, can you imagine what it would be like if you took every single person's advice you ever came across? Think about that one for a second. Dying with R5 says, I missed your response. I had to sell some costumes. I'm not doing that over. You're going to have to rewind. Goffa says, remember though, Ian, you have created a persona on YouTube. Keep your About section Ian Matthew-sized, although... Oh, my son's home. Although, I have to admit, tweaking would help greatly. Thank you. See, Goffa is like kind of meeting in the middle with that a little bit. It is true that it could improve a little bit and it could help your channel, but in the end, it's your channel. You know, if you like that About section, if you think that's what works for your channel, you keep it the way it is. You know what I'm saying? And if I say you know what I'm saying one more time, I give you permission to throw some weird emojis in the chat, okay? All right. I told my father to play his wedding video backwards. He asked why. I said, because you'll get your ring back. Oh my god. Not a great gamer. Hello. Just 2 chickens will make any person feel a little better inside. Absolutely. Think about all that protein. Thumbs up and a high five. Great to see you, my friend. How's life treating you? So we got Big Boones here, guys. Big Boones was, we had one Tournament of Skillz, and Big Boones was the champion on it. It was a friendly competition, and everybody that joined it knew that, was fully aware of that. And we had gone over key things like banners and about sections and thumbnails and various things to that degree. And we started with 16 people and ended up with just one. And Big Boones was the champion of that competition. And Big Boones has worked really, really hard on his channel, and it definitely shows. So let's check out that about section real quick.
Welcome to the Big Boones YouTube channel, where I try to post weekly videos on the great outdoors, my Argo 6x6 and Big Boones Builds series, where I build things that I use out of the wilderness or just life hacks. That is a very long sentence, my friend. Come see the 100-year-old boat restoration as well. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Whew. We do need the second one. I've put it on. It's a lot to put together and organize, you know what I'm saying? And with everything that's been going on, it's been difficult for me to do. We do definitely need the next tournament. You're absolutely right. So I'm going to reach out to those that actually showed interest in it and reconfirm that they still want to do it. And we will be doing that in the next couple of weeks or so. I will keep you posted, I promise. All right. So Big Boones, great channel. Big Boones has also worked on thumbnails too. He's got a lot of content here. And he's also got merch. Check out that beautiful merch. Oh man, Big Boones, that almost looks like a championship belt the way you made that. That is really kind of cool. Now he's like, oh my god, I didn't think of that. I'm going to have to make a Big Boones championship belt. Awesome. But that's Big Boones, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check him out and show some love, okay? All right. Let's go back to the semi-main page here. Let's see. Let me scroll up here real quick. That would be hard because not everyone has the same opinion. Let's see. Diving okay, you want to do it on the diving channel tonight, R5? That's cool. We can do that. Train Spotting Fan says, Gemma, because it's Father's Day here, and my father is what I would reference as a show bag worth about 50 cents and full of... Oh my. Oh. And... Oh, scrapping together. I was just reading that as you retracted. I'm like, oh, shoot. Let's do the diving channel. It will help with watch time. I am at 500 hours. Guys, Diving with R5 is another one of them channels. So let's check out Diving with R5. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, gotta go full screen on this puppy. There we go. All right, so this is Diving with R5. And that's her twin sister, Mary. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's check out this about section. Dumpster diving or trash picking at retail stores has quickly become a huge hype. So many wonder what they might find. Is dumpster diving illegal? And do the dumpsters smell bad? Come with me while I start a new adventure picking treasures out of the dumpsters. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and turn trash into treasure. Come as I serve these still useful items from the landfill. Or as I save. Dumpster diving may not be for everyone, and not everyone will eat trash food. But remember, those Best Buy dates are the last day in the store that they can sell the item, and most shelf-stable items are safe to eat long after that date. If you don't want to eat the free trash food, some places will take donations. So many going hungry while our Americans are so wasteful. Why are we throwing so much away? Disclaimer, dumpster diving is not legal in all states, so please look into your local laws and leave the site cleaner than when you came. That's what she said. And she also has a fan mail address. That is super cool. Dive with R5. Dive with R5 is a great channel. She created it fairly recently, and she made the channel like a while ago, but she just started putting effort into it within the last 6 months or so, let's say, and she's had a tremendous amount of success with it. And you can't argue with that kind of watch time, that kind of those kind of views. 1.3, 1.5, 1.8 thousand views. I mean, that's actually pretty freaking spiffy, and as far as my opinion goes. Sounds like Lady Elaine from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Oh my gosh. I wasn't trying to be her, but that's awesome. I know it was a bad accent. It's all good. But I will tell you, this is one of those types of channels, and I know personally because she is a good friend of mine, that she has a tremendous amount of heart. She cares about her viewers, she cares about her channel, she cares about her family, and it all shows in her content. It's all nuzzled together in a sweet little package for you guys to watch. So please check out Diving with R5. Yes. That was an accent. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Every once in a while when I'm reading the About section, I'll just go into some random impression or just random voice. You guys know me, or some of you know me well enough to know that. I figure it's fun, and it's exciting, and it throws people off in the chat. They're like, whoa, what's going on here? Did we just enter the Twilight Zone? All right, well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I think we are at the point now. We're a little over an hour. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because I've got some things I need to do in the garage prior to getting it all together and doing the collaboration with R5 Adventures tonight. But I just want you guys to do me a favor, okay? I know you feel at times you're in a creative slump, or you're frustrated about your growth, or you get these negative vibes about your channel for whatever reason it may be. Just remember this: if you're here for the long haul, those are temporary feelings. That's a temporary situation, and you will figure out a way to make it work. With that being said, until the next time, you have a scrap happy day. See ya.